are you feeling? How's life going for you?
Man, yeah, it's just a lot of time reflecting, I'm 9 years in, 10 years since I've been drafted in the league, and just all the things that you can go through in your life through ups and downs with injuries, successes. Um, you just have a more grateful perspective when you look back on things. And that was a lyric that I wrote in a song that I'll be putting out next year. So I feel like it was just fitting writing that and having that come out of me. It just really took me back a long ways, looking back into college, early days in the league of just being like, man, like the things I deal with today that feel like they may stress me out a bit. I was praying for those things to happen at one point in time. So it just keeps you in the right frame of mind.
Yeah, no doubt. That's very well said by you. And I do want to get into your music in just a bit, but let's talk about your team, the Miami Dolphins. They've won four straight now. You're just two games back of a wild card spot. So let's assume best case scenario. There is a path where your team can finish 10-7. What would that mean for you and for this locker room, considering the rocky start?
Yeah, I mean, if you just take the result out of the picture, whether it means a playoff berth or not, it's just you look at the character of the individuals that make up the collective here, and you see like, lessons that you learn in seasons like this, going from 1-6 to like being able and being kind of left for dead, and turning things around, knowing that you're capable of that, you're capable of being a part of a family that can turn things around. It's like there's so many life lessons, things that can propel you forward through whatever you experience in your life going forward. And I feel like that is the most valuable. But yeah, I mean, we want to take this thing as far as we can because it's a special group, and we've gotten to see that through all the adversity we faced this year.
Stick with that character for a second because I'm obviously a Raiders fan. Everybody watches knows that. I was getting tattoos with Max Crosby years ago, and we were talking about the year that you guys came from nowhere, and it looked like the whole season was lost, and you went on a run. You were part of that team that miraculously qualified for the playoffs. What did you learn in that experience now that you can bring with you to your teammates through this experience?
What I learned back then is you can't underestimate the power of how close a team is. Because when you get into moments like this, December football, and how important each and every snap, each and every drive is, each and every decision that you make, every step that you take. When you have guys that you're so close knit with, you know how they move, you know how they think, and you're willing to put forth that effort because you're not willing to let that guy down. Like that stuff goes so far when you get to this point in the season now, because it's like, all right, we need your best. Like we need you to put it all out there and, dive even deeper into your prep, dive even deeper into taking care of your body. Cause we're getting, like it shows right there, deep in the season. So I think having that close knit group really shows up, especially when you need it the most.
Yeah, I've always been told, culture is easy when you're winning, but the real culture comes out, and culture is really important when things aren't necessarily going your way. And you don't turn your season around like you all have in Miami without having a really strong culture. And maybe it looked like early in the season, your head coach, Mike McDaniel, and your quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, maybe weren't on the same page. How were those two able to get aligned and salvage this season?
Yeah, I mean, you look at when you get to that point in the season, there's no dodging or these conversations that need to be just be had as far as, okay, what can we do with our process to get us back in the position to start getting the results that we want. And I feel like these are guys, as well as all other people that are in leadership roles in this team and this organization, are willing to have those conversations because we know what we're capable of. We know what we were seeing through the competition that we were having in camp and what these guys have been building throughout the entire offseason. I saw early on with the results that we were getting, I'm like, I know that there's so much more that this team can provide and really closing these games out. And so to be able to not get the results that you want and still be able to find a way to come closer and have those difficult conversations and moments because we know we're all moving to the same place is, I feel like, how you get a turnaround like this. I think
Right,
the lights just automatically went off in this room.
you've played with some epic running backs. What makes De'Von Achane special?
Yeah, Vaughn is rare because you think, people always classify backs into different, like, because Adrian Peterson is one of the great backs of my generation where it's like you see like that total package and you think it's usually in a body that's bigger than Vaughn's usually. Like most people are like, oh, Vaughn is a scat back. But you cut the tape on, this dude is running 2-3 hole runs. Like he's running between the tackles consistently and running with power, always falling forward after contact, and has like track speed, like legit SEC track speed. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like all that all together, and you can put him out wide. He's running routes. He could be wide receiver one if you need him to be, like just a skill set that I definitely haven't been around before.
What take me into the Dolphins locker room? Who's on the ox? Who's the jokester? Who's going to be the one
Oh my
galvanizing the
gosh.
team?
Who is not a jokester is a better question. Um, I mean, just knowing like Bradley Chubb brings so much personality. You got Terrell Dotson. I mean, there's so many guys on this team that bring so much personality into the picture. Waddle, of course, like everybody is just it's constant jokes, constant laughs, but also like deep moments, conversations, like I was just telling you about. So it's a really fun group, man. A really young team that I'm glad that they're getting these opportunities to come together and really experience moments that help them mature this early on in their career. Because I know there's so many
Yeah.
guys here that are going to be special guys. But yeah, I'll throw Bradley Chubb's name out there. That dude's a clown.
All right, so let's talk about some music. All right, I want to get into straight out. I'll be honest with you, okay? For me, I remember so distinctly my last show when I was touring was the Alaska State Fair, right? And 2 days later, I was on ESPN. And I don't think, for all the times that I'd ever put out music, I don't think I was ever more scared in my life than the first time I actually sat at a desk and talked about sports, because it's not what people knew me for. And I was afraid that, man, the judgment would come through. For you, everybody knows you as a football player. How hard is it for you to just break through the vulnerability that comes with putting out music?
Oh yeah, it's difficult. You're gonna get some bullets for sure. You're gonna have to be willing to take them too. Like I'm not even on my social media much for real, but I've seen the stick to football, like the old like where they're telling LeBron shut up and dribble. Those kind of vibes because it's just like people are like, no, wait, we know you as this. Whereas I've kept a lot of music behind the scenes for most of my career. Like the whole time I've been in the league, I've been making music. Like first few years, I wasn't showing it to anybody. Then I just had the courage enough to start releasing it, and I've had my journey with it through that. And I feel like you probably wouldn't have gotten the football player you've gotten out of me over the years without having that creative side to balance me out and really have that means of expression. So yeah, I understand it's difficult, and just keep pushing through to be myself is gonna. Some people are gonna be like, "What is all this?" and think it may be like a gimmick or rapping for attention, but music is more so a way of expression for me. It's something that is deep in me. It's in my family. My great grandfather was a legendary jazz musician, so I feel that on a spiritual level. That my life just feels better. I feel more whole, just in well being of myself when I'm creating, and I feel like that balances out the athlete.
When do you know that it's time to put a song out? Like, because they're never done, right? So you're always tweaking them. When do you actually step back and say, okay, this one's ready for the world?
Yeah, that's a great question. I'm trying to get more out of my head and just into, the feeling that I get in creating. And because I can definitely overanalyze. I mean, I don't think I've gotten to where I've gotten in my football career without being like so extra on the details and so, hyper vigilant when it comes to things like that, and just being overly critical because I don't want to have any holes in what I'm doing. Whereas, music, sometimes I feel like I can just be doing too much and just spinning my tires in the mud when really like, I could play songs for people that I love and they're like, this is incredible. Like, what are we doing with this? And I'm just like, I don't know. This needs to be turned up zero point 0.2 decibels. And it's just like, whatever. But yeah, just trying to when I feel like dropping, just drop and have like a plan around it as far as like some content and everything and what I want to do to, push the record and give it the effort that I put into it. But yeah, just try not to overthink it, I guess.
And you are also a big advocate for daily wellness, for mental health as well. So, what's one message that you would like to send to all of our listeners and to our audience about why that is so important for you and should be important for people on a daily basis?
Great question. I appreciate you asking that. I think the most important thing to take away is from my own experience. I heard the first time I heard Jim Carrey talking about, I think he said something along the lines of, I wish everyone could get everything that they ever wanted to realize that it doesn't complete you or it's never enough. And I've been a guy that's like, okay, when I get to the league, I'll be great. When I get to my second contract, I'll be great. And it's like, oh, I'm getting to my third contract. I should be happy. But it's like there's these constant points along the road where I've checked all these boxes, but I still run into this wall of like, there's got to be more. There's got to be something deeper to life. And I feel like wealth is more so the state of mind that you find yourself in, the level of peace that you have, the quality of the relationships that are in your life, the purpose you have. Do you feel on fire about what you're doing? And I feel like all those things start from within. They don't start outside and come in like validation or achievement or climbing the ladder. Like those things are great. And I feel like we should go out and try to be our best. But if it's not starting from the inside out, it's not really going to feel like it's your life. I feel like many different stops, it hasn't felt like my life, which has, pressed the gas on the anxiety, the depressions, the wanting to use substances or things or people to numb myself from what I'm feeling on the inside that really needs to be healed. So I would just tell people to like start to live, find a way to start living from the inside out, to heal, to find that peace of mind that you want, the peace that you deserve. And that's where your life will feel full, no matter how much money you're making, no matter if you get 1 million followers, 1 million likes, 1 million clips, or 1,000, like it's your life and you feel good about it. That should be all that matters.
That's incredibly well said by you, man. Before we get you out of here, got to ask you, you stepped away from the game and then came back. You've probably heard the news at this point. Phillip Rivers coming back, 44 years old after 5 years away from the game. What advice would you give Phillip on how to handle that?
I think we broke that news to him.
Did we break that news? 44-year-old.
I'm telling you, like I am like
signed with the Colts practice squad. This is amazing.
Oh, that's fire. Phillip Rivers is a legend. Hey, advice to give to Phillip Rivers, bro. I'm just out here winging it. I mean, just trust your instincts like you always have, man. Enjoy your life, bro. It's yours. We only get one of these, so do your thing, man. I'm pulling for you. You're a legend.
Darren, where can everybody check out the music? When are you dropping new stuff?
Check out my Spotify, my government name, Darren Waller, Apple Music as well. We got music since 2017 on there. But yeah, once the season ends, top of the year, probably around mid-January, I'm planning on dropping again. I got solo records I've been itching to put out that I've been recording over the last couple of years, and a joint project with my engineer who's like a super talented artist, engineer, producer as well. His name is J-Rod. We got a project called Cadillac Problems that we're excited about releasing too. So I got a lot coming. And I hope y'all enjoy it.
Man, this is incredible. A big fan, and I'm gonna have my people hit your people. We're gonna put string section. I'm putting strings on one of your songs. That's the new Darren Waller. I'm like, come on. We appreciate your time, man. Congratulations on coming back and kicking ass with the Dolphins. It's fun to watch. Most importantly, congratulations on finding your peace. It's a really beautiful thing to have watched your journey, man. We appreciate your time.
Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Love the show. Love what y'all are doing.